Hey there, guys. It's not my normal day, but bear with me. Uh, I had an assignment for school that I had to research a trending technology topic and make a video about it. And when I hear technology, I think mostly cell phones and computers, which are basically internet boxes, right? And when I think internet, the biggest site is Google. I mean, they're everywhere. In fact, watching this on YouTube, you're using Google. Anyways, so recently Google was slapped by the European Commission with some antitrust violation accusations. And this is not the first time that this has happened. Last year, about this time actually, they finally settled what was a few years worth of issues between Google and the European Commission, where they were saying that Google was giving itself an unfair advantage in its advertisements, where you search for something and Google's results would come up on top, like companies that Google owns or supports or gets money from or whatever. And European Commission was saying, no, you can't do that. You have to advertise other people's stuff up top too. So Google's like, okay, fine, we'll do that. Yeah, and it worked for a year. And here we are again, where just last month, on the 15th of April, uh, the European Commission again filed antitrust violations against Google. And they have 10 weeks to respond to that, and they haven't yet. There's been no news. But of course, they've put out the standard PR rigmarole that, there are more choices than ever. People can go to Ask Jeeves or MSN or Yahoo or Bing or wherever and get the same search results, really. It's just, we get to put our stuff first. So that's the big issue. And it's not the first time that Google has been in some legal troubles, that they've been in court. Um, for example, back in, if I could find it here. Okay, in 2001 they launched Google Images, which you guys know lets you look for pictures online. However, in 2006, an adult men's magazine called Perfect 10 sued Google to stop creating and distributing thumbnails of its images. They were saying that it's copyright violation. However, in this case, the original court ruled in favor of actually both parties, where they said that the thumbnails maybe were a violation, but the links to the pictures were not. But then the Ninth Circuit Appeals Court decided that no, the thumbnails are fair use too, and they just up and dismissed the case. Okay. Let's see, what else was Google in trouble for? Oh, yes, Google Books. Well, when they started out in 2003, it was called Google Print. So that lets you search for images and excerpts of books. So in December of 2009, Chinese author Mian Mian filed a lawsuit against Google claiming that they scanned her entire novel and they didn't give her any notification or any payment for copyrights. So, and when Google got this, they pulled all of her works from its online library just to avoid anything. But in January of 2013, they were ordered by a Chinese court to pay 5,000 yuan as compensation, which, given that that's only 800 bucks, really wasn't all that much. So, anyways, that's my take on Google, where they're in trouble with the European Commission. I honestly don't think that they really have done anything too wrong. I mean, they've been tried for the same thing in America a few times, and it's always been found in favor of Google. But the difference between American and the European is that the European Commission, who charges them, are also the people who decide whether they're guilty or not. So it's really an uphill battle for Google. Anyways, that's all I've got time for. I'll see you later. Bye.